My name is JPaul and I choose to be brave. I was a student athlete growing up. From grade school to high school, I was playing soccer or football. And I loved it. I loved the game so much. And I practiced hard and I played my best because I was excited for the Saturday game. It was against a different school of a different place. I was excited as well. The second reason was because I was excited, hoping that my dad would watch me play. Even if I don't have to do the winning goal, I wanted him to see me play, run, and get sweaty. Every Saturday when I get there, my mom would bring me. I would see so many dads cheering for their sons, and I would be so envious. It started a cry of love in my heart. And growing up, my dad and I weren't close, and we had a lot of arguments. It came to even a point that my family was not really doing well in terms of relationship. That when I was, I think, 6 years old or 7 years old, they separated for a year. They came back eventually, and then our relationship since then were strained. It wasn't until about 2003, when I was 15 years old, we had to attend a family retreat, or what we call in Bukas Loob sa Diyos, family encounter. It was a retreat for families who want to just improve their relationships, and we knew for sure that there was something wrong with my relationship with him. At first, I was so reluctant because I was afraid to, what will happen, or might have to open up to him. But, God was really good. God really makes things happen just because He wants people to have a miracle. At that time, at the end of the weekend, we had what we call a grand dialogue. And it was at the first time in my life that I was able to express everything that I was feeling or experienced. And I was shocked because I wasn't the only one dealing with the lack of love. He was also dealing with his own wounds during his childhood. And it wasn't that he was a bad person, it's just he was also hurt. And I have to tell you, for the first time in 15 years, I felt and remembered the power of his embrace. At first, after the family encounter, it was hard. There will be awkward moments in the dining room, or especially during the weekends, it would be just me and him. We would not talk at first, but then eventually, we'd start joking each other. Now, I would tell him my life stories. I would tell him my problems. It took us at least 10 years to repair our family or our parental relationship. It wasn't just me, but my dad also decided to do something about it. And we did something. We tried to love each other, go out of our way. And 10 years after that, we would talk about anything. We had our relationship fixed. It was work. We had to talk all the time. We had to do acts of service. It wasn't just poof. It was because God helped us work for our relationship. It was God who made ways or opportunities for us to love each other more. And today, I can say to you that I love him. I love my dad, Jerry Hernandez, so much. And I'm thankful that I am his son. And he told me this 2-3 years ago, that my 2 sons are my greatest achievements in my life. Remember, I said to you earlier that when I was a kid, I wished he was there every Saturday watching me play my game, but he never came. But today, it's a different story. I see my father every single Sunday sitting at the front row of the cinema in Feast Green Hills, watching, listening, and praying for me as I preach. He would be the first one to clap. He would be the first one to stand up. He would be the first one to get hurt if somebody would say something bad about me. Fathers, as a son, I'm thankful that my father went out of his way to love me. I know it might be hard for you, but just try it, risk it, and see the fruits. As a son talking to a father right now, just try it out. It will have miracles. Sons, It's hard for us because we have a lot of pride, we're strong, we don't want to look weak. But I tell you, just be vulnerable. A real man knows how to love. A real man chooses to be brave, and a real man would love himself and love his father, his mother, and everyone around him. Once again, this is JPaul Hernandez, and I choose to be brave.